Hello, viewers. I'm happy to be here. It's a special day for me to host the one and only Joe Abbas Bangura at 55. I am so elated. Mr. Abbas, thank you for the opportunity to be here and to talk with you.
Asmaa, it's equally my pleasure to have this sit down with you.
We are here to talk about your journey. You are always talking about journey. People's journey. Life is a journey. You know, go talk, you know, end up. Life is a journey. And today I'm here to let's talk about your journey. Like I was telling him, now the ladder to the hills for many people. Me, now one of them. I have a whole testimony to say about Mr. Bangura. And like I said, he needs no introduction, and he's always the people's person, the people's father. Mr. Bangura is a chartered accountant. You know, he's you. Now one profession, and they were very, very proud, very elitist, if I can say that, very posh, not in a bad way, but very posh. And their space, they're very, very, they like their space. When somebody tell you, say, me a chartered accountant from the institute of this, then you know, say you're talking or you've met somebody. So thank you also for being chartered accountant. But to that, you get also many, many, many things. And I serial entrepreneur. When I say serial entrepreneur, I was thinking, what is serial entrepreneur? When somebody's because yeah, you serial and somebody we supposed to do bad. Well, in those days when they say you know serial, the next one a killer. But in this case, serial means say it kill businesses, women in good, very good way, and like I say, serial entrepreneur, and also life and business coach. Very important, life and business coach. We're not getting people in the Bokuna salon, but Mr. Abbas now one of them. And Mr. Abbas, he gets a significant profile in Sierra Leone, primarily where he can for hosts of the nation's first and biggest personal development platform, when at the JAB show, Joe Abbas Bangura show. If you don't follow, they do a whole show where they inspire people. Mr. Bangura gets many portfolios, and are the Chief of Corporate Affairs, AfriRadio Sierra Leone, the biggest mobile network company in a salon. Founder and CEO, Live by Design. Live by Design has a very interesting background where we will come know what is Live by Design. And also you get many organizations where you don't make. Founding Managing Director of ACTB Savings and Loans. And also you get many awards. I'm glad for one award where he gets very prestigious award from my fellow na the US State Department, Herbert Humphrey, where I wish for be one day in a fellow of that day. And in December 2014, US State Department Alumni of the Month, and December 2017, where we all be the Kole Award, National Award for Indigenous Business of the Year. Joe Abbas serves as non-executive director at the Small Business Scale Enterprise Development Agency, when as SMEDA, and also very spiritual. He's very spiritual. Joe is also an ordained pastor and is married to his teenage wife. Very interesting work. We can't talk about that. And he get 3 beautiful daughters. Like I said, Joe Abbas is many things. And again, Mr. Abbas, it's a pleasure to be here with you and to talk to you on this very, very important day of your life as you turn 55. Happy birthday.
Thank you very much.
All right, so giving that brief background to Mr. Joe Abbas Bangura, let's now go into business proper. Mr. Joe Abbas, you do many things. You are many things, and you help many people. You've inspired many of us. But first of all, why you did do it? You did do so.
Why do I do what I do? It's a very big question, and I think it's a question I have to be able to answer because it guides the rest of the way. Why do I do what I do? You know, I believe in the power of human people for change their lives. I believe in you know, that God give you the power, God give you the ability and the capacity for changing lives. But most of the world doesn't know this. We're born in generations in with DNA, We only look for that for blame for why we did, why we did. And blame family, blame your parents, them background, blame everything. And I was also in that boat. You know, well on the background, born to my parents in not go school at all. My mommy passed on 3-4 years ago. Blessed memory, never go school. My daddy there around, alive. God willing, he would be 92 years a few weeks from now. Wow. God willing. But they're there, never darkened the face of a school. Dropped out of school myself. I became a dropout, and my first job, SLPMB, as a laborer, a palm kernel oil mill. You know, nice SLPMB in Wellington. And yeah, I would see my friends who, when we all go to school together, if I go for either, I'd make them not see me at all. A few, I've told these stories about, there are a few where I've been working at Sierra Leone Commercial Bank. One of the guys, Fatah Hamid, he worked at Sierra Leone Commercial Bank, me they work in a post office. Now they me post me for government. My first government work, 300 leons, now my first salary would them pay me. And so, but I would see him, you know, he'd be slick in a Sierra Leone Commercial Bank uniform. Then he gets like khaki consistent and a long white sleeve, long sleeve shirt, white long sleeve shirts and stuff. But then I had my transition. We pushed me to this journey where that created who I am now. And so why I do what I do is because once I realized it's possible, we're not victims to life. You're only victim to what you choose to want to be victim to. But we can fight. And once I saw that, with choices matter, that every choice you make a consequence, and if you don't like the consequence, you could walk back and can make a different choice, and that it's at the moment of your decisions now they shape your destiny. And some people think say destiny in a building them broke and they don't build them already before you're born, and therefore there's nothing you can do to change it. But there's a side now your life we fixed. Your height, your looks, the family that you'll be born to, whether in America you're going to be born on a free tongue, all of those, you did not have to vote for those things. Okay. By the time you open your life, you are in a life, you're already there. Now, so the rest is up to you. Once I learned that, so every day is to be able to say, okay, I escaped. Somebody helped me. This pastor will lead me to Christ and make me escape and realize that I can change my life. I can change the direction of my life. I can determine, apart from me looks and everything where I appear with in this world, April 1967 when I was born, a lot of what's going to happen next, then I'm in. And so why I do this is to wake up every day so that the discovery that I've made, I could share. Yeah. And take a lot more people with me. Get a lot more people for see this. A lot more people every day for discover how much power they have in their hands to change the direction and the path that their life is taking. That's why I do what I do.
Well, I believe we don't hear so much from Mr. Abbas, and it's getting interesting. So we'll go for this short break and come back and continue the conversation with Joe Abbas Bangura.
Yeah, Mix Plus. Now there's free data in the mix for you, plus voice and SMS. Get free 45 megabytes, 150 SMS, and 3 minutes talk time daily for 1,990 leons. 110 megabytes, 250 SMS, and 5 minutes talk time daily for 2,990 leons only. Dial *99 hash to choose from your preferred episode Ya Mix Plus bundle. Ya Mix Plus. We mix it. You use it. Terms and conditions apply. To know more, call 111.
AfriCell, Norway Network.
Welcome back to this conversation. I am so privileged to have this wonderful conversation with Joe Abbas Bangura, the Joe Abbas Bangura, and welcome back to this one-on-one with Joe Abbas. Okay, so I need you now you start for Tokam. Take me to your childhood life. I mean, yes, you don't talk about you failed like GC like 2 times, and you born to a family who say na illiterate people according to you write up saying what you can do, and somebody come into your life, somebody help you. Take me through that part, because we get many young people today. I mean, one of them, we later, we'll get for talk about them, where you don't fail 1 or 2 term, a certain term per exams. me I no want to go school again. I mean, you dey discourage. If not for the grace of God, you know go ever able for make am. That particular area in your life, in waiting change you to being live by design or can talk about.
All right. So imagine what you mean for be born to a house where your parents not go school, your mommy not go school.
And you failed the exams twice. You not get nobody where they motivate you
Nobody
for go school.
If you they study in a net and a storybook you they read and you know they read math, they don't even know whether it's mathematics. Who helps you? It's so much an impossible situation for day. Now obviously they knew the value of education, so made sure everyone for go school. Even if you don't get money for youth lunch, they would pay the school fee. And so that was the beauty about what we were brought into. And charges everybody for go from 5. Once you reach from 5, you like to tell you about university. There's nobody taught her in our family about university. When you see reach from 5, they don't try. Everybody, when you see the movie go from 5, they don't try for you. That's the level. So to have been able to make those transitions, it's a huge stuff. And again, said to everybody, young men, the time when I do this decision, in the spiritual decision, that's when I decided I was going to go back, go take my O-levels for the third time, because I was going to fight back. So as I was I had to now deal with every aspect of my life to say, okay, there has to be an realignment. My choices matter. My choices now in they shape my destiny, not because of my parents, their background, outside and come out. Every choice way I make, they lock me into a path that leads into a future. If I don't like that future there, I need to come back and take another journey and take another road. So whether it's in the discipline in the area of girlfriend them and going back to school, sit down now and study, a lot of those disciplines, it was at that point, 21, 22, that I begin to, and a village in Wellington, imagine for God's sake, I get 17 party then when I all go together. We had a group, it was called Action Group. For make una done it together for like 12 years, they play together, and then you wake up one morning and says, you know they go sit down, keep comping inside and they go keep comping again because your priorities are not different. The time when I go sit down at Poyo Bana Wellington, they drink Poyo and stuff, you want for now sit down and study for go sit your O-levels back. You don't take those decisions so easily, but that's when the transition started in my life, that has built this rock that you see today. Fighting, I fight every day, even now, to create the future that I want to see.
Certainly, you get a very interesting story. And the thing, fast forward, I'm happy about is you're always ready to share your story for inspire people, which we know they get much na the kind salon, and also for inspire people. Pass you get for sabi this person go, for always like for put your life on television, on radio. Now one always don't they admire, and many don't admire about you. And you get many people who also you don't help. We always they give testimonies of your good job, good work where you don't do, or the lives there where you don't touch. And I happened for watch some of you comments then today of people where they tell you thank you to for what you make them in life. And because you're 55 and people they send you WhatsApp messages, I want to know how you they feel for always inspire people, share, make people feel like say you can fail 5 times by anything way they do, but if you put your mind, say I want for do am, I did do am, and that's unique about you, where you go make sure say if you discourage, people discourage. No, discouragement is out of the way for Joabas. Anybody who don't come across Joabas, discouragement, I know they do am, is out of the way. How you they feel? Forget all them testimonies then they.
It's and believe you me, Asma, this is what fits me. Just knowing that I matter to people. I fight battles myself every day. If they take 1% of the battles that I fight to keep everything that I'm building around me going, then take 1%, put on people there, then they faint to side and put on banner. So it's not like I don't have, challenges and stuff. Okay, I have lots and huge things in my back. But it's just to fight on, because if you lose 100% of the battles, then we're not fit. You lose 100%. So waking up every day, once you stop trying, your chances for win, they dwindle with every, once you stop trying, your chances disappear for win. So you have to be vigilant and ready. So like I said, I was rescued from poverty. I was rescued from a life of, being a non-entity. And God, imagine, some people in the will go school in Wellington. The other day, one pan the guy then a bread I met and they sell. I go one kind of church in Wellington. They say the same Nimba church in Wellington, bread and the guy they sell. So there are lots of those stories around, and the humility in me says I could have been one of them. They sell bread. Yeah. And so not just even just looking down on them, but it's just to be able to say to you who've sent messages, that's what wakes me up every day, just knowing that I matter to people. You get a few of the stuff them where I think I read a few of you that we shared, birthday wishes flowing all over the place. Now, when birthdays wish, they come for politicians and people within a power and public figures and stuff. You can say, okay, well, now because of the influence we then build as a result of this position of authority that they have. But once I don't have any position of authority in this country now, so it's a natural influence politically. Now, but it's a natural influence that I built. Not to power give me that influence thing.
That's true.
So it's natural. I wake up every day and it's the impact and effect on people's lives. And again, like they say, just share my story. I am selfless, and just share the story. Share the story every day. Don't give up. And I'm saying, if you're watching this, you don't know what I have to go through. Even now, as I sit here, you don't know what I have to go through. If I tell you a story that, things became tough for me a few years ago, where even I sit here as Joe Abbas, that for me picking for go school, in school fee, at one point, at this level, I earn thousands of dollars myself per month that I bring from several sources, me as individual. If I mean for it and no mommy one green, I mean, I am smooth. Yeah. I am really smooth. I know a lot of things. I'm super skilled. But then you imagine that, at some point in time, a few years ago, I had my daughter sit at home because I couldn't pay her fees in terms of the tons of money like that. And it would be unbelievable. People would say, we'll provide the details. So going to write the book, they ask me if I update my book for 50, 55 years. But so I run tons of stuff. You get to the point in time where you're cash strapped because you're paying people salary. You're doing a lot of things to be able to sustain an institution.
And your family suffers.
Institutions at the expense of your family. It's a tough life. And so, but it's a calling. It's a journey. And my wife and my family, it's part of that journey. So when it's time to be able to just go back to them to say thank you, I think I try to be able to make sure all of them.
So in all of this, what inspires you?
It's just to be able to maybe do to people what people did for me. A few weeks back, one of the guys we na in host I go tap where they go school so. In fact, I do born for speaking. My wife, when I've been girlfriend, they can't find me at the scrub that guy in Florida house. I'm serious. I just moved go tap na the Brian place. Me people and they over so I come and cement grown, cement tile grown, and I would clean the Brian place. The guy would open a bank, cleaning clothes, tidy up and stuff. So once it was time for me to go back to school, like what I mean, go back to school. Now independence. 1989, now go back to independent school, go take me O levels for the third time. Government independent secondary school. He paid. Now, so people helped me. So I, there's burden that is laid upon me. I would not have been here without people helping me. From the pastor, I could list a long list of people. Francis Issa used to work at police. Trust me money for go sit me exams. So I tell you, audit service. That thing, I mean, they take me force accounting exams, Association of Accounting Technician, and lots and lots of people. So it's almost like I feel obligated. Saisa and Daddy.
Yeah.
Saisa and Daddy. Help me.
Wow. Interesting.
Saisa
and so
and Daddy helped me. So people helped me. So the inspiration is to wake up every day and say, how many more people can I help? How many more? I not ever for see them face to face. I not ever able for pull 1 cent and give them. The people who helped me the most, not the 1 cent who then give me. Yes. They changed the way I thought. They changed my mindset. And once I knew, and I began to think differently.
So it's been wonderful talking to Joe Abbas, and it's getting interesting as we know who Joe Abbas is and his journey through life. And so we're going for this short break. We'll come back. Definitely we'll continue this sweet conversation.
In changing and uncertain times, you need a bank that is forward-looking and preemptive. No matter the lockdowns or travel restrictions, RC Bank has you covered. With our mobile and online payment systems, you don't have to worry. With RC Bank SIM Copper and Visa cards, your life does not have to be locked down. You can continue to make payments and shop from the comfort of wherever you are. With RC Bank online platforms, social distancing is enhanced, as you can do most transactions online just as you can do in the bank buildings. You can print your statements, check your balances, make transfers or payments. RC Bank, we have you covered.
And yes, we are back, and Mr. Joe Abbas still there, the Joe Abbas. Today at the Uganda, namely the Joe Abbas. And we are back, and we continue with the conversation. You are many things. You do many things also, and half of the time, if I call you, they send me back.
Can I call you back?
Busy
Can I call
in a
you back?
meeting.
I'm busy in a meeting.
An ordained pastor.
Yes.
Person where they, I believe, say they work late. You have a family also for handle. You have girls, all girls, where people feel say need special attention. So how do you balance work, life, family?
It's a big challenge. You know, anybody would say they have a challenge. We, first of all, because we come out in a provincial background and the country background will come out like that, we not even meet an house. Mm-hmm. Even for me, my mind that this FC don't they keep comping. No, the man then they want the woman and they not there. That's one. So you've never we not meet an house at all for work-life balance. Go fencing for let people eat at the end of the day. That's always important. So, but then again, once you're exposed to professional life, it's a tough thing. Now, but there's a big thing that you will missing if you do not keep that balance. Because ultimately, if you work millions and billions, who are you doing it for? Now, for them people in there, the 3 or 4, 5 people around you, when are you close-knit family? If they are not happy, and if they're going sideways, they're going north, they're going south, by you, your life not complete. And so creatively you have to be able to make sure. First thing, like my tell yourself, this morning my wife hugged me. She blessed me.
Oh.
It's been tough. So I tell you, she has no doubt in my mind how much I care for my family. She knows that. She has no doubt.
Don't tell me you're being emotional.
I am, Asmaa. So she hugged me this morning, and I am a blessing to her. I'm a blessing to everybody around me. Yeah. My daughter called me, Josetta from America, and she was saying how proud and privileged she is to be a daughter of Joe Abbas. It's a journey. It's everything, okay, 100%. No, it's not, but build it every day. The third one, a dancer, we're trying to build a relationship together. He asked me for money the other day. I said, no, go meet your mommy for money. I said, I give you mommy boku money. Then they say, I say, no, mommy say, now you don't want the money because you eat expensive. She's opinionated. She comes back to me. But that's our relationship. We're driving in the morning to work. Nothing plays on the radio. Nothing plays in the car in the morning when we're going to work. It's family time. That's when we have family time. Highlights for the day, we chat. So it's just creatively, making those time. My wife's birthday and last birthday, we shut down and do something that I'd never done ever in my life. Load well 4 inside my car and just go for 2 days. We'll just turn drive, go Peninsula, we'll go sleep in one place for Sukomode, go work on a beach, make like tourists inside our own country. Never done that before, but that is part of what you need to do to increase, and I'll be doing that increasingly because, like I said, they're not born with that one day. We're not trained and know certain things then they, necessary. But believe you me, nothing counts in my life, each my family.
Yeah. Today is your birthday. Let's keep it light. And you be Seji store, you be the singing at church. Then those days, about 30, 40 years ago, I want you to sing for me some beautiful song where you can do now. They call you in the mood now. They meditate in a church now. They can preach to. Yeah, let's do it. Praise and worship, sentimental. First of all, what are your best sentimental music apart from Christian music? Who are your best artists or whose music are your best music? You know to the type.
No, I do. You know,
you listen to what
believe you me, like I said, you know, so for example,
I need to talk to your wife.
You need for, because you know what, every once in a while I can surprise them. Yeah. Because you know what, like they say, my life too serious and intense. My life too serious and intense. Now, so that make I say I define what's fun for me. I really define them and make sure that's one.
So let's have fun. Let's have fun. Your best music.
So then this year, I play a whole lot of music for them. Where you know, then people that don't miss me in a pastor, they say, this guy don't backslide. So you know, like La Bonita, then stuff.
Yes, yes.
So once you begin play their album, then we may take somebody. Some people can work out to win a free song, so we take them go on a beach. My daughter, the middle one, and the DJ. So I get this small boom box, Zoom box, and so you play music. So I do appreciate music. I do entire Dolly Parton album. I be sabi them. Back to the years, I go wandering once again. Back to the seasons of my youth.
So now country man.
I recall a box. Well, actually mixed. I recall a box of wax someone gave us. My coat of many colors that my mama made for me. Made only from rags, but I was so proud with. Although we had no money, I was rich as I could be in my coat of many colors. My mama made for me.
Oh, that's
made
sweet.
Just for me. So you know, Super Trooper, you know, ABBA, the entire album, the guy will be there now. So I really appreciate those things. So every once in a while, I tune into them. All the music, whether you know that in Alpha Blondie. Because it reminds me of those days in Wellington, at Wellington Community Center, with this girlfriend, Alpha Blondie, and our Wellington Community Center.
At least,
and listen to me.
We are laughing,
no, I'm telling you, I do appreciate that. People don't know me. They don't know me because I am. There's nothing absent in my life. There's nothing. All that I need to have, I create for myself. All that I need to have, I have. So fun, I define fun for myself. You know, and I live full every day. Not, you know, the way I don't pack in my life and say, you know, you wait. No, you know, I left and for 3 years for camping and back there. No, there's a bit of everything that I could take along with me every day. My spirituality, my family, my professionalism, my discipline. You know, I take a bit of everything. At some point in time, you can get more of one and less of the other. But then, you know, that's me. You know, it can be fun at times also.
But Joe, as we wrap up this interview, I just want to say you're a good man. This morning, I wake up and reflect on we meet, I think, 3-4 years ago. I mean, we don't know we say for many years, but a life-changing situation for me. And I just send you a message where say you've touched and changed many lives. I am a living testimony, and that's from the bottom of my heart that you are one person where I don't go forget easily. I have few people, and you are one of them. 55 years today, I can't believe it because you look way younger than 55, and you have a kind heart, and I mean and many people testify, and are helpful and very supportive. If English can allow me to say very and supportive. I mean, when you want for stress on waiting the person be, then you can put the very supportive. And may you never lack ideas because you have so many ideas, and not only selfishly they keep them, but your ideas, you make sure you just call mommy, and at this and now you done the what you call mommy, you know, say it's business or something that you want to say, and may the Almighty bless you with many things you desire in life, but most especially the one way money no buy, good health and long life. And I want to say you are a blessing to this country and to many generations, young, middle, old, because whenever you are on air, on television, you inspire many generations. And I want to say again, you are a blessing to this nation. And thank you very much for the friendship. Thank you for the support. Thank you for the love. Thank you for being there when I need people most in my life. And I promise you, say, you have a whole chapter in my life. Happy birthday.
Thank you very much, Asmaa, and to everybody there. Thank you to everybody who's made this happen. Two important days in somebody's life. The day they were born, and the second day, the day they know why. 7th of April 1967 was the day I was born, and 21st March 1989 was the day I knew why. That leads to everything that we've done and what I've become. So I'd like to be able to say thank you to God, to my family, and everybody that has made that dream a reality. It's a miracle. You have made this miracle a reality. I am grateful to God with all humility. I couldn't even begin to call names, but if you touched my life, and there are a lot of you out there who've touched my life and you've been part of the journey to create this miracle, I can tell you how grateful I am to Una all for what you've done and what you did to my life and continue to do. Thank you. God bless.
Thank you very much, viewers, for being with us for the last 1 hour. I want to say I'm so happy and privileged to be talking to Joe Abbas and also to be keeping your company last 1 hour. And we have more for you, and I will be here from time to time to give you more insights of Mr. Joe Abbas' life. The next one, maybe, I will bring a webcam in Wef Need for Talk. Well, thank you very much. Mina Asmaa James, they say goodbye.